This is an after the fact video. I can't remember if I mentioned the name of this place, but this is the Knife River Historic Indian Village. Lewis and Clark came here, and this is where they met Sacagawea and her husband, and signed them on as guides for the trip. As we all know, Sacagawea was the person that really helped Lewis and Clark the most. Her husband, unfortunately, not so much. Hi everyone, this is Bruce and Jan. This is a bull boat. The framework was made out of willow and then a green buffalo hide, which meant a buffalo that was newly killed. The hide was stretched over this, and this is their boat. When they went out on a hunt for buffalo, they would put the meat and hides and everything in this boat, and then they would sit in here in the front of the boat and paddle downriver, leaning over the side to do that. It was quite a feat, and you had to be pretty good with the boat, or it would go over on you. I just thought you'd be interested in seeing this. And that's the buffalo hide. This is a cache pit, and they were dug in the fall, and it was used for corn, beans, squash, sometimes dried meat, and it was similar to a root cellar, which we've all heard about and probably have never had. Straw or prairie grasses were put on the bottom, and then they were filled in with food and then topped. And they were very large. A bull boat could have fit in the bottom. They didn't use it, but they could have put one there. That's how large it was. And depending on the amount of food, they probably would have had more than one of these. Here's a better view of the hut. And each family would have had one of these. But they are no longer used by the natives. This is being repaired, and when it is finished, it will be covered with sod. So you will see a big sod mound here.
It'll probably move around too when you're setting the stringers, but
and he's putting wood preservative on it now. And then this will be covered with more dirt and sod. Here's the entrance. Into this building. We would have had buffalo fur here to keep the cold out. You can see it's made with lumber. And unfortunately, they're doing renovations on it. This is not the original, and this is being repaired. These last about 10 years, and then they just collapse down. So this one is being repaired. This would have been what Lewis and Clark found. And in this particular area is where Sacagawea and her husband lived. This is where Lewis and Clark found them. And there's lots of different pronunciations for Sacagawea, whatever way, because her name was never written down. So when it was written down, everybody that wrote it down wrote it a different way. So take your pick. I don't think any of them will be wrong.